For years, Michael Corinthos has been at the center of some of Port Charles' most explosive romances. From heartbreak and betrayal to shocking reunions and unexpected marriages, his love life has rarely been simple. But if the latest General Hospital speculation proves true, Michael may soon find himself caught in the most complicated romantic situation of his life, a stunning new love triangle that could shake multiple families and send shockwaves throughout Port Charles. After everything Michael has endured with Willow, many fans assumed his next chapter would focus on healing, rebuilding relationships with his children, and reclaiming control of his future. However, recent developments suggest that romance may once again take center stage. The biggest question isn't whether Michael will fall in love again, it's who will capture his heart. And even more importantly, who will fight to keep it? Michael has spent months dealing with emotional fallout. Trust has become a rare commodity in his world. Between family conflicts, corporate battles, and personal betrayals, he's been forced to reevaluate nearly every relationship in his life. While Michael has always been known for his resilience, viewers have noticed a significant change in him recently. He's become more guarded, more cautious. But beneath that protective exterior remains a man who desperately wants happiness. The problem is that happiness in Port Charles never comes without complications. As Michael begins opening himself up to new possibilities, two women may find themselves drawn into his orbit at exactly the same time. And neither relationship is likely to remain simple. One possibility that has fans buzzing involves Sasha Gilmore. Michael and Sasha share a unique history. Unlike many couples in Port Charles, their relationship began with understanding and mutual support during difficult circumstances. Although their romance eventually ended, there has always been a lingering respect between them. Recently, Sasha has found herself facing enormous challenges. Between personal struggles and family drama, she understands pain in a way few others can. That shared experience could become the foundation for something unexpected. Imagine Michael and Sasha spending more time together while supporting one another through ongoing crises. Old feelings could easily resurface. A simple conversation could turn into late-night confidences. Those confidences could transform into emotional dependence. And emotional dependence often becomes romance. The timing would make perfect sense. Both have experienced devastating heartbreak. Both understand loss. Both know what it feels like to have their trust shattered. Together, they might discover the comfort they've been searching for. But if Sasha is one corner of this potential love triangle, who occupies the other? General Hospital has a long tradition of introducing intriguing newcomers who instantly disrupt established relationships. Some spoilers suggest that a new character could arrive in Port Charles with direct ties to Michael's future. This mysterious woman might enter his life through Aurora, ELQ, or even a family connection nobody sees coming. Initially, their relationship could appear professional. Perhaps she's a business consultant. Maybe she's an attorney, possibly a medical professional connected to one of Michael's ongoing family concerns. Whatever the case, sparks could fly almost immediately. Unlike Sasha, who already knows Michael's history, this newcomer would see him with fresh eyes. She wouldn't carry emotional baggage from past relationships. She wouldn't judge him based on previous mistakes. She would simply see the man standing before her. That fresh perspective might prove irresistible. And for Michael, it could represent a chance to start over completely. If Michael begins growing closer to another woman, Sasha might be the first person to recognize it. At first, she may tell herself she doesn't care. After all, their romantic relationship ended long ago. They're friends, nothing more. At least that's what Sasha would want herself to believe. But emotions rarely follow logical rules. As Michael laughs more often around someone else, as he begins sharing secrets, as his attention slowly shifts away from her, Sasha could realize something shocking. She still has feelings for him. Those feelings may have never disappeared. They may have simply been buried beneath grief, responsibilities, and life's endless complications. The realization would arrive too late. And that's when things could become messy. Michael has never enjoyed hurting people. Unfortunately, that's exactly what love triangles do. If Sasha reveals lingering feelings just as a new romance begins developing, Michael could find himself facing an impossible choice. On one side stands someone who knows him better than almost anyone, someone who has supported him during some of the darkest moments of his life, someone with whom he shares genuine history. On the other side stands possibility, a fresh start, a future untouched by old wounds and painful memories. Neither choice comes without consequences. No matter which direction Michael turns, someone will get hurt. And in Port Charles, hurt feelings often lead to dangerous decisions. Even more surprising could be Willow's response. Although Michael and Willow's relationship has endured numerous obstacles, the emotional bond between them cannot simply disappear overnight. Seeing Michael move on might trigger emotions Willow never expected. Jealousy, regret, second thoughts. For months, Willow may have convinced herself she was making the right decisions. But watching Michael develop genuine feelings for someone else could force her to confront uncomfortable truths. What if she isn't ready to let him go? What if she realizes she's made a terrible mistake? What if she suddenly wants another chance? That possibility would instantly transform a love triangle into something even more explosive, a love quadrangle. And General Hospital fans know exactly how chaotic those situations become. No major Port Charles romance remains private for long. Before Michael even reaches a decision, family members would likely begin offering opinions. Carly might strongly support one woman. Sonny could favor another. Jason may remain neutral while quietly observing everyone's motives. Meanwhile, other family members would undoubtedly become involved. Some would believe Michael deserves a completely fresh start. Others would argue that rekindling an old relationship offers greater stability. The resulting conflict could create new fractures within already strained family dynamics. Every dinner gathering would become uncomfortable. Every family event could turn into an argument, and Michael would find himself trapped in the center of it all. Of course, this is General Hospital. No major romance unfolds without a shocking secret. What if the newcomer isn't being entirely honest? What if she's hiding a connection to one of Michael's enemies? What if her arrival wasn't accidental at all? Perhaps someone sent her to Port Charles. Perhaps she's investigating ELQ. Perhaps she's connected to an old Corinthos rival seeking revenge. If Michael falls for her before learning the truth, the consequences could be devastating. Suddenly, Sasha's familiar presence would seem far safer. Trust would become the defining issue once again. And Michael would face a painful question. Can he risk opening his heart to someone whose past remains a mystery? Feeling threatened by a new rival, Sasha might make choices she later regrets. Not because she's malicious, not because she's manipulative, because she's human. Love makes people vulnerable. Fear makes them impulsive. If Sasha believes she's losing Michael forever, she could take risks to keep him close. Maybe she confesses her feelings at the worst possible moment. Maybe she exposes information about the newcomer. Maybe she pushes too hard and accidentally drives Michael away. Whatever happens, emotions will run high. And once feelings are exposed, there is no way to put them back. Eventually, Michael will have to decide what he truly wants. Does he choose comfort and history, or does he choose uncertainty and new beginnings? The answer could redefine his future. If he chooses Sasha, viewers would witness a powerful story about second chances and rediscovered love. If he chooses the newcomer, the show could launch an entirely new chapter filled with mystery, passion, and unforeseen complications. Either outcome carries enormous storytelling potential, but General Hospital rarely takes the straightforward route, which means Michael's final decision may not end the drama at all. The most shocking possibility is that neither woman ultimately wins Michael's heart. Imagine spending months watching a fierce romantic battle unfold, only to discover Michael chooses himself. After years of heartbreak, betrayal, and emotional turmoil, he could decide that love isn't his priority. Instead, he might focus on family, on business, on personal growth. Such a choice would surprise everyone, especially the women competing for his affection. Yet it would also reflect how much Michael has changed. He's no longer the impulsive young man viewers met years ago. He's a father, a leader, a man who understands the cost of every decision. Whether the rumors prove accurate or not, one thing remains clear. Michael's love life is poised to become one of General Hospital's hottest storylines. The ingredients are all there: old feelings, new attractions, family interference, hidden secrets, unexpected jealousy, and emotional stakes that affect multiple generations of Port Charles residents. Fans should prepare for shocking revelations, heartbreaking confrontations, and romantic twists that could alter the landscape of the show for months to come. If Michael truly finds himself trapped between two women, or perhaps even more, the resulting drama could become one of the year's most unforgettable storylines. And knowing General Hospital, the biggest surprise is probably the one nobody sees coming. For now, viewers can only watch closely and wonder whether Michael Corinthos is heading toward his next great romance or his next devastating heartbreak.